Hey, Yank Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. What a busy day, and what a fun way to end my day. So, those of you that aren't local wouldn't be aware, but today was Garden Club Visitation Day. So our local garden club came and saw me here at the high school, and I got them trapped in my classroom for a while, where they sat down and listened to me talk about annuals in our gardens and how to be successful with them. And I gave them a whole bunch of information, kind of like drinking out of the fire hose. I hope all of you that came, it was exactly what you're looking for. If not, I hope you at least left with some morsel of knowledge. But yes, I trapped them in my in my classroom, knowing full well that the whole reason they came was to get out here into the greenhouse and see everything that's growing. But we had a great time. We talked about a lot of things. We covered a whole bunch of topics. We drank from the fire hose of greenhouse knowledge and talked about plant pests, plant nutrition, watering systems, and my favorite, we talked about firefly petunias. So one of the things I really wanted to bring to the garden club was the idea of something called a moon garden. So if you haven't heard of a moon garden, that's where you go out to your garden at night. Yep, in the middle of the dark night, you go out to your garden to enjoy it. Now, for most people, if you go out in your garden at night, it's because you're letting your dog out or you forgot something out there. It's not generally to go out and look at the flowers because it's nighttime and you're not going to see all the flowers. But the idea of a moon garden is you plant plants that have white or light colored flowers that in the light of the moon actually show up and you can see them. So this would be one of those ideas here. So this is our Surfina Blue Vein, and it's got a really light blossom and then this deep veining in here. And it makes it a great plant for a moon garden because under moonlight or under light of like mini Christmas lights or those Edison lights you get from Home Depot, you can see your flowers. And especially here in northern Idaho, where temperatures get up to 100 degrees quite frequently during the summer, having a chance to enjoy your garden when it's cooler outside is a great idea. So yeah, we talked about moon gardens and we talked about plants that you can put in them. And we talked about the most important plant now to go out and get to put in your moon garden, and that is a firefly petunia by Light Bio. This isn't an ad. This is me telling you about a plant that you need to have in your garden. So I brought my own firefly petunia, and I prep for my garden club all day long. So those of you watching this, understand, I darked out all the windows because I knew y'all were coming. And we went through our whole video and we talked about everything, and then it was time to see that firefly petunia. We darked out all the windows, shut off all the lights, and we sat there, and as our eyes adjusted to the darkness, we started to be able to see the glow of that firefly petunia. And that's the petunia that produces its own light. It glows in the dark on its own. It's not painted. It doesn't have to charge up. It glows in the dark. And so we talked about that being kind of the crown and the perfect thing to add to your garden, or especially a moon garden, because you can go out and enjoy it all at night. Now, they are a little expensive, but you are buying an experience. You're not buying a plant. You're buying the experience of seeing something glow in the dark that you've never seen glow in the dark in your entire life. It's a first. It'll be a first for you. So yeah, we had a chance to talk about moon gardens and firefly petunias. I made them take a test. The garden club came and I gave them a test. Yeah, they had to learn about plant pests because any good gardener needs to know what's eating their plants so they know how to take care of it. So we talked about aphids and whiteflies and thrips and spider mites and scale and mealybugs and nematodes and leaf miner. Did I mention aphids? I hate aphids. But anyway, we talked about all those, and they took a test, and some of them did okay, and most of them learned a new pest that they had never encountered before. So it was great having the garden club. I really enjoyed y'all coming out and visiting me. And look at that. Oh, there was a bee in here enjoying it. I was going to show you. I thought he was going to land on a flower, but he flew away. But anyway, it was good to have plant friends come and enjoy time in the garden, and to see what we've brought towards our community, this great big structure, and one that not only trains and educates our students, but it also gives back to the beauty of our community. In fact, that's what these are. I don't know if I've pointed them out yet. These are the whiskey barrel liners that are going to go down along our main street in town. The Dracaena just got planted in there, so this was just planted today. We had to wait for that to be available locally, but that's going to offer that little bit of height. And then I found out we have a bunch more containers that are going to be adopted, and all of these are going to go in there, so that's going to be the rest of the city planters. So yeah, that's what we did today. That's how I finished my day. Now I get to go home, catch dinner, come back and do it all over again tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And again, to the Garden Club, thank you for coming and visiting me. Thank you for putting up with my long-windedness. You never know what happens when you get a plant nerd talking. But now you do. So anyway, again, I hope you learned something. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.